What's up? It's your girl Kamani. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button so that every time that I go up, you know what's up. You know what? I gotta say this shit. Cause see, normally I don't entertain shit. Normally I don't, speak on things when it comes to readers and shit like that, other readers. You know what I'm saying? I mind my business. I post my shit and I keep it moving. But this shit needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak on a lot of shit and I ignore a lot of shit. But this shit right here, we gonna put this shit on the table right now. Okay? The Queen of Wands, bitch, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, bitch. Let's talk about it. The Queen of Wands. Okay? Y'all need to watch who you watch if you're a Leo. If you're a Leo, watching readers that are not Leos. Straight up. Because I'm going to tell you what, I peep game. Okay? A lot of readers who are not Leos, they tend to read Leos in a negative light. And I understand it's a general read, okay? But bitch, you're not going to use that excuse every fucking time. It's a general read. No, bitch. If you always reading a particular sign in a negative manner, and this is all the time, like you always, when it comes, bitch, soon, not Aries, Leo, Sag, but particularly when it comes to Leos, you always reading Leo in a negative ass light. Bitch, I know it ain't every day a Leo doing some fuck shit. Because, bitch, you got all type of criminals out here. You got Cancers, Pisces, Scorpios, Taurus, Virgos, you know what I'm saying, etc. You got bad in every sign that's out here doing fuck shit. And it ain't every motherfucking day that it's always Leo on the chopping block, on the chopping block, bitch. It can't be. No, I tell you what, bitch. What it is that you got a personal problem with a motherfucking Leo, bitch. You have a personal vendetta against Leos because guess what? Bitch, in your story, a Leo was the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? You either was fucking with a Leo who must have dogged you out, and so now you got something against all Leos, or you was talking to somebody who was dealing with a Leo who cheated on you with a Leo. So now you got something against them Leos because you feel like a Leo took your nigga, or you feel like a Leo was fucking with your nigga. So every Leo is, they're a whore. Nah, bitch. You do what you do what most of y'all hoes do. You do what most of y'all hoes do. Instead of holding that nigga accountable, you try to hoe shame a female. You try to go calling a female a slut, sleep around, a whore. You start trying to call a female that because of something that a man did. Okay, that nigga owe you loyalty. A bitch can't be loyal to you who don't even know nothing about you. Because let's keep this shit a buck. A lot of times, the female don't be knowing nothing about you raggedy hoes. Don't be knowing nothing about you hoes. But guess what? But you mad because your nigga had no loyalty to you, cheated on you, mess with a Leo, that fine shit. He messed with that fine shit. You know what I'm saying? And now you feel some kind of way. He cheated on you with a woman, right? And you know how, and when you went to go see how that, you checked her Instagram, or you checked her Facebook, or you checked, whatever platform that she's on. And when you saw that Leo, you was like, damn, that's a fine bitch. Damn, and that bitch got brains. So when you see a bitch fine and you see a bitch got a head on their shoulder, you immediately felt intimidated. You really didn't have nothing to say. So what y'all do, I'm telling you what y'all do a lot of times to Leos, because I peep this shit. A lot of times what y'all do to Leos is y'all try to use their attributes, their strengths against them. You know what I'm saying? Every sign have their own strengths about them. Like, for example, when it comes to a Libra, Libras are known to be naturally intellectual, like very intelligent. That's why they normally be in fields of being judges, lawyers, doctors, shit like that. They represent the intellect. They can be very intelligent people. Every sign has their own thing about them. And it's like when it comes to Leos represent attraction. They represent, they're very goal oriented, brains, beauty. They're very determined, confident. And it's like y'all take what's a person's personality. They're just who a Leo are. They're just their personality. They're just part of them. That's part of who they are, and you take who they are and you try to turn it into something negative. Okay, a Leo is confident. Oh, they cocky. A Leo fine as fuck. Oh, they a hoe. They confident. The confident equals arrogant and cocky to y'all. Okay, they fine as fuck. That equals being a hoe to y'all, because they something that you wish you was. They naturally fine, they naturally got ass, or they naturally got a nice shape, or they actually naturally got breasts, or they naturally pretty. Bitch, you gotta go get multiple surgeries, or you gotta go get a BBL to look like that bitch, to look like that Leo. Come on, make it make sense. I'm trying to understand it. I really am. So every time that you do a read, you always picking up on the Queen of Wands, quote unquote, that Leo. You always saying, right? Most of y'all readers say that it's always related to a hoe. It's always related to, y'all always relating Leo to sex, always relating Leo to a hoe. Y'all keep putting that stigma. Like, let's keep that shit above. If you're gonna read your shit, read that shit correctly. Read that shit correctly, because last time I checked, I know my shit. And Leos represent more than just being somebody attractive. And being because the Queen of Wands can come out in the upright, and y'all will still read it as if it's in a reverse, as if it's on some whole shit. Even if the Queen of Wands come in a reverse, that doesn't mean that it's a hoe you're dealing with. It still don't mean that, because it has many meanings to the cards. If the Queen of Wands come out in reverse, yes, the Queen of Wands in reverse can represent a hoe. But the Queen of Wands don't just represent a hoe in reverse. It could represent somebody who's vengeful, who's jealous. It could represent somebody who has low self-esteem. So let's just say, for example, the Queen of Wands was dealing with a masculine, or dealing with somebody who made them feel like they wasn't good enough, or like they wasn't attractive. It could just simply represent, hey, this Queen of Wands, their confidence is low, or their confidence is damaged because they were dealing with somebody who didn't make them feel loved. It could be something as simple as that. It don't have to be necessarily they was a hoe. But that's the first thing y'all go to. The Queen of Wands can be in the upright. Y'all still gonna say the same shit. The Queen of Wands in the upright, guess what? It represents somebody who's well liked, who could be social. They're the life of the party. They're goal oriented. They're career oriented. They're a go getter. They're very passionate. They're very loving. Leos represent the heart chakra. Leos represent loyalty. Let me tell you something about loyalty. Loyalty does not equal cheating. When you loyal to somebody, you don't cheat. So how can a Leo be a hoe when Leos represent loyalty? Make that shit make sense. Because we one of the most loyal people in the motherfucking deck. Leos represent loyalty. We some of the most loyal people when you're dealing with a high vibrational Leo. We don't do that fake shit. We don't do that disloyal shit. That's one of the first things that'll make us cut your ass off and not fuck with you. So make it make sense. Leos represent the heart chakra. That's why when you're dealing with a high vibrational Leo, when you're in a relationship with a Leo, guess what? They do whatever. They go up and beyond to please their partner, to please their mate. They're going to shower you with gifts. They're going to care about your feelings. They want to know how your day went. They're very attentive to the person that they're with when you're dealing with a high vibrational Leo, because they known to be very loving. We rule the heart chakra. Let's talk about it. I can break this shit down for days, bitch. Okay? So it's like, stop reading somebody as the bad guy, because that's your story. It's your story. So you're trying to put this perception out as if, oh, this is something that Leos do. Because every time you read Leos in a negative light. I feel like I'm gonna say this, and I stand on what I said. I feel like a lot of readers are very envious and jealous of Leos, period. People in general are. I feel like that. People in general are. That's why Leos, every time you do a Leo reading, it's hard to do a Leo reading and not get the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords represent jealousy, wanting to win at all costs. People are always in competition with us, period. Always. People are always coming after us unprovoked. We ain't got to do shit. People love to poke the bear. They come at us unprovoked. People love to do shit, poke at the Leo, and then when the Leo react, now we the bad guy. People don't done that shit to me for years. Talked about me, said shit about me, and then guess what? Every time I react, oh, I'm the one, oh, I'm the shit starter. I'm the one that started, and oh, I'm the one that this. Nah, bitch. I don't never start no shit for no reason. If I do something, it's for a reason. I don't start no shit, and I don't talk about no shit for no reason. Just straight up. I don't do that. It's something that you did while I reacted a certain way. For every action is a reaction. Just point blank, period. Y'all talk shit. Y'all always starting shit. And then when a Leo react, now they the bad person. You throw rocks and you hide your hands. You do a lot of shit unprovoked. Y'all do. And then you make Leo look like the bad person. You make everybody believe you and your story. And you make that Leo look crazy as fuck. That's kind of like the thing that's going on with Nicki Minaj. I think Nicki Minaj is a sad. She's not a Leo, but I'm just saying, like, for an example, like with Nicki Minaj, how Nicki Minaj going on this rant. Oh, Nicki Minaj, she's going to rant. She's ran on the next person. I'm gonna tell you what I really feel. Nicki Minaj, when you reach the level of success that Nicki has reached, when you reach Nicki's level of success, it's a lot of people that want to take you out of that position. It's a lot of people that are jealous and don't like the position that you in. So even you can have somebody who have just as much money as you, just as successful as you, and they could still do things behind the scenes to want to knock you down from your throne because they want to be the only one winning. Rich, famous, wealthy people do this shit all the time. They try to blackmail and blackball people because they want to be the only ones when you got people like that. They can have more than you, have all the money in the world, be so successful, but they want to be the only ones winning. So what happened? I believe Nicki dealt with a lot of shit behind the scenes for a long time that she was quiet about, and I feel like she's just not being quiet about that shit no more. And she's putting shit out there and she's saying shit. And people think her ass crazy and think she's just going on some rant. No, I think a lot of shit was done behind closed doors that a lot of people don't know about, and now she's speaking on it. And she held that shit in for years. And I feel like the way she's going about it, it seemed like she's just on this rant and she's just crazy and losing her mind. It seemed like that. Because you know how you've been on bottle. So you know how you've been on bottle some shit in for so long. And then it's like when you explode, it's like you may not, express it in the correct way. It's like you doing it like a madman. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like just simply what's going on. And that's what people do, I feel like, to Leos all the time. Let's see, one thing people can say about me, you may say, oh, I don't like that bitch. You may say you don't like me, but one thing you can say, you may not like me. One thing you can't say is that bitch be telling no lies. A bitch may be like, I don't like that bitch, but she don't be telling no lies, though. Yeah, bitch, that's why you don't like me, because I don't be telling no lies. Because you be talking that shit, and when I get to popping that shit back, you mad as fuck because I'm saying shit that's the truth, and you can't do nothing say, yeah, that bitch telling the truth, though. You mad, but that bitch telling the truth, though. Yeah. I don't been there. I don't been in relationships. People that supposed to be lovers, but you jealous of me. It's like you in competition, hating on me, doing weirdo ass shit. Just like one of my exes. I say this shit all the time. Like I've spoken this before. It's like one of my exes. I'm talking about never had no issues, great relationship, cool as fuck. But somehow you let the devil get in your head. You let the enemy get in your head. And you just start moving weird and acting funny. It's like you trying to get some sort of negative dirt on me to make me look some kind of way. That's what it seemed like. And then you kept like doing shit unprovoked. Nigga kept saying, talking sideways, talking slick shit out his damn mouth. I'm like, what the fuck? What? You know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm laying that shit slide. I'm laying that shit slide. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you find your own demons. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Motherfucker just kept doing the shit. Bitch, I'm trying not to hurt your motherfucking feelings. So boom, motherfucker kept doing that shit, man. I went to slap the fuck off. Let me tell you something, bitch. Bitch, I got a mouth that'll make a nigga cry. I'll make a grown ass man cry. Bitch, I turned around. Bitch, I had on went off on that bitch. Bitch, woo, 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 woo. Motherfucker talking about something. Motherfucker was on that shit for days. He was on that shit for days, but bitch, you provoked it. You kept talking sideways out your mouth. And when I snapped on you, it hurt you to your core, to your fucking soul. Because why? What I said, it was the truth though. It was facts. You couldn't deny that shit. It was the truth, and it hurt your feelings. And then you was like, for days you kept saying, did you really mean that? Why would you say that? Why would you? Bitch, you brought this on yourself, and you still being delusional, not taking accountability. I said what I said because you kept saying the shit that you saying, and I kept ignoring you, kept trying to hold this shit back because I didn't want to have to do it to you. I ain't want to have to do it to you. But clearly, you know, you envy. You envy me. So I had to cut your ass off. Just that simple. You have to be very mindful and careful. It's just something about them Leos. Your aura, how bright you shine. People want you to dim your light. I don't care how much love you show somebody. I don't care how giving and generous you are. That doesn't mean that you're going to receive that back. That doesn't mean you're going to get reciprocity. So you got to protect your energy. A lot of people want you to dim your light for them because it's naturally who you are. You naturally walk in the room and you own it without even trying. You naturally draw attention without even trying, and people cannot stand that about you. They hate who you are authentically. That's just simply who you are. That's who you was born to be, and they don't like it. A lot of people are intimidated by Leos. They are jealous. They envy you. Never feel guilty and never feel bad for being you or being who God made you and who you are. And watch who you watch and allow to deposit negative energy into your life. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye.